It is navigation in animals. And regarding this topic, you might have studied anything anywhere in the previous classes or in the previous standards. For regarding most of the other topics, you may be having some idea. This is entirely a new topic. So going to navigation means the methods used by animals for detecting or identifying the direction or position. Nowadays you are using GPS, so you know where you are standing. If you go to Russia or to China or to any African or South American country, if you know how to use Google Map, you can easily find the place. There was a time when I was living in Maldives and I got confused in the road. I just want to come back to the hotel, but after searching 1 or 2 hours, then I have to finally take an auto and come back to my hotel. So that was around 10 or 15 years back. Now there is no such problem. We are using GPS, and GPS is working by the help of what is called satellite technology, and we can precisely find where we are. We can find out the position of, for example, if you are here, if somebody is in your home, can easily find out by using certain GPS app where you are at the present moment where you are. So there are such apps are available in Google Play Store. So for human being it is not a big problem, but animals are using navigation in much more better way than even our GPS technology. So here I would like to introduce you some of the important methods or strategies used by animals for finding out the position and direction. So animal navigation is basically ability of an animal to find their way accurately without maps or instruments. You might have heard about pigeons. Pigeons are used for sending messages from one country to another country. So travelers pigeons, you might have heard about such pigeons. So basically, animals are much more capable of human beings in finding out the way precisely using natural signals present in our world. So birds like Arctic tern, an insect like monarch butterfly. You might have heard about Arctic tern. What is the importance of Arctic tern? Arctic tern is the bird that has the longest migratory route. It migrates from Arctic region and go to up to Antarctic and come back. Similarly, monarch butterfly is also a butterfly that is present in North America that has a very long route of migration, maybe from Mexico up to Canada, I think. So they have a very long route of migration. And one important thing that has confused or even perplexed the scientists is that these butterflies and birds very precisely find out their way back home. How they are finding it out. So this we still don't know what are the exact mechanism by which animals are able to find their way back home. So there are some certain intelligent guesses, and we are thinking of those intelligent guesses. So many mechanisms have been proposed for animal navigation, and there is evidence for a number of them. We don't know how animals are navigating precisely. In these human beings, we are using GPS technology, but even without this GPS technology, animals are able to navigate or travel from one position to another position very accurately or very precisely. For example, animals can navigate on a dark and cloudy night when neither landmarks or celestial cues means signals or symbols like sun, moon or stars are visible. Even in the absence of a visible sun or visible moon or a star, Animals like birds and other insects are easily traveling. How that is possible? So that is one important and thing that has been confusing scientists for a long time. And scientists have now proposed several mechanisms, and we will investigate some of them. One is these are some of the possible explanations provided by the scientists. One is remembered landmark. You know what is a landmark? If there is a big mountain here, there is a landmark. If there is a river here, that is a landmark, because the position of the river or position of the mountain are all fixed. There won't be any change in the position of them. So one possible theory is only an intelligent guess put forward by the scientists is that animals are using this kind of landmark, the position of the mountain or position of the river or position of other natural objects present in the world. So many birds, insects are capable of learning landmarks in their environment, and they are using it for navigation. So that is one method of navigation suggested by scientists. Another method is orientation by sun, because sun is always rising in the east and also setting in the east, and at a particular time of the day there is a position. For example, at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock we know where will be the position of the sun. So by utilizing this position of the sun at different times of the day, animals are able to identify their position and their location. So that is one way by which, for example, many animals are utilizing this, like fishes, birds, sea turtles, butterflies, birds, and sandhopper. This picture that you are seeing is of a sandhopper. They are all utilizing this technology, this sun compass technology, and they are identifying their position very clearly. Human beings are not able to do. Even unless we study the sun very properly, we may not be able to identify in which place or which position we are standing at the moment. For example, when sandhoppers are taken up from a beach, they easily find their way back to the sea. So they know where, in which position or which direction the sea is there. So scientists have investigated that by using certain experiments. They have taken the sandhopper and released the sandhopper at a faraway place, but sandhopper always move back in the direction of the coast or the direction of the sea. So that is one experiment scientists have conducted. Another is the use of monarch butterfly. Monarch butterfly is migrating from Canada to Mexico, and they are also using this sun compass for moving from Canada to, because there is not a straightway migration. This Canada is in the northern part, and if the butterfly is migrating in straight line in the northern direction, it will only reach California. But the Mexico is in eastern part of USA, so it has to navigate in a certain curved direction. It very precisely, this monarch butterfly start from Canada and reach the Mexican region. So these are all things which are creating a lot of trouble for the scientists. They don't know how to explain it properly. Then another thing that you can see is the orientation by night sky. That is, this is another experiment. There is one scientist known by Lockley. He took warblers. These are all warblers. These are the warblers, and they put it in a planetarium. You know, have you ever gone inside in a planetarium? It is like a cinema theater like roof, but the roof is carved, and by using certain lights, projector light, they will be mimicking a night sky. So you can see stars, moons, moon, planets, all etc. But it's basically using a projector technology. So the sky is like it is a dome-shaped building, and it almost looks like a natural sky. They released a warbler or this bird into the planetarium, and what was observed that they are orienting always towards the south. the bird will be flying always towards the south direction. So somehow they know how to find the south region. So just like a natural magnet is always going in the south and north direction, these birds are able to position themselves or move themselves in the southern direction. So that is one experiment the scientists have done. So the birds have some inbuilt GPS or something in that. We don't know. If somebody releases you in a forest, we don't know how to find the south or how to find the north. Maybe in the next morning we may be able to see that. This is when sun rise in the east, we can identify this is east. But without anything like this, these birds are able to identify even in a night sky which is the south, which is the north, and which is the east and west. So birds have certain unique ability for that. Another experiment is the dung beetle. This is the dung beetle, the beetle that lives in the cow dung. It's called the Scarabaeus. In our Kerala also we can find the Scarabaeus. They are using the polarization pattern in moonlight. It's a little difficult to understand what is a polarization, but I will show you a picture. This is the picture showing the polarization pattern. I will show you one more picture. In the lower picture you can see that is the first picture is a unpolarized light. This is a polarized light. So in camera there are certain filters called polarization filter. It actually increases the sharpness of the image. Here you can say between the first image and second image it is more, there is a difference. This image is using a polarized light. So something like this technology, this Scarabaeus or dung beetles are using, and using this polarized light or patterns of polarized light from a moonlight. This is a picture showing the pattern. It's a little confusing, but using that polarized light, these dung beetles can navigate when only Milky Way are visible. You might have not seen Milky Way. Milky Way is actually a group of galaxies. It's a group of stars. Sometimes there are some just Google in your Google images, you know you can see how Milky Way will be appearing. So when they can easily identify the position of the Milky Way, and using that they can navigate, move from one place to another. Now another is so here again there is again using polarized light like honeybees. Honeybees are using this polarized light. So many smaller animals apart from human beings are capable of using natural phenomenon for identifying their position and moving or traveling from one place to another place. We only know how to identify the east and west using sun. But you might have studied that in ancient times, people, especially people traveling in ship, they are using the position of the sun, moon and star for identifying their position. It is using those stars that the people can travel from one place to another place very precisely. So in your Google Play Store you will get an app called Sky Map. I think once I told you about that. If you install that Sky Map, you can simply position the camera of your mobile. It will show which planet or which star is visible. It's a very easy technology by which you can identify most of the planets that you can see in the night sky. Now another technology that animals are using, especially mammals, like a mole rat or birds are the pigeons, they can all dictate the magnetic position of the magnetic field around them. So that in the earth there is a magnetic field, and that magnetic field can be easily identified by certain animals like a blind mole rat as well as certain birds like pigeons. That's why pigeons are able to travel from one country to another country precisely. That is why the traveler's pigeon. popularly known as travelers pigeon. They are used as messengers in ancient time. You might have kings are using travelers pigeon for sending their message from one country to another, king of another country. So such a and pigeons like birds like pigeons are adopting such a technology. These are all wild, intelligent guesses by the scientists. Regarding some guesses, there may be some evidences, but nobody knows how the birds are, how precisely the birds are using this technique. Still we don't know. Then homing pigeon can quickly return to its home using such cues. Cues means signals, like earth magnetic field to orient themselves. Then the pigeons could not correctly orient on an overcast day. Overcast day means a cloudy day when magnetic field was disrupted. So in a cloudy day, the magnetic field may not be correctly, they may not be able to identify the magnetic field easily. So in such a day, the pigeons are not able to orient or travel or navigate easily. So they have conducted certain experiments that, based on those experiments, scientists are putting forward an intelligent guess that pigeons are using magnetic field of the earth. Now another is the olfaction. Going to the olfaction, olfaction means smell. There are some animals, some fishes like salmon. They migrate when they are hatching in the fresh water, then they will go to the sea water. And for breeding purpose again, the salmon fish will again come back to the fresh water. And then they not only come back to the fresh water, they will even come back to the same coast, same point from where they have started. How the salmon fish are able to identify the spot from where they have started their journey. Now what scientists are saying that they are using some kind of smell map or olfactory map of the water in which they were living. So using that olfactory signals or olfactory cues, this salmon, fishes like salmon are able to identify and return to the same position from where they have started their journey. Now pigeons also have such a capacity. The pigeons also keep a mental map of the odor or what are the different types of smells available in their environment. So that mental map is also kept by pigeons or other kinds of birds to recognize the position of their original home. So by using that mental map, they may be able to come back to that position. Then other theories suggested by scientists are gravity receptors. This GPS tracing studies indicate that gravity anomalies. What is gravity? It is a gravitational force of the earth. If there is any change in the gravitational force of the earth, that can disrupt the navigation of certain birds like pigeons. So using those technology, scientists are predicting that they are able to use some kind of gravitational phenomenon for finding out their position. Then, so here you can say, when we don't have a proper answer, we will be putting for several answers. That is what is happening here. Maybe different animals are adopting different technology. Anyway, some animals are using sun polarized light. Some animals may be using mental map. So there may be a truth in every explanation. Maybe different animals are using different techniques or different strategies. Then dead reckoning. There is path integration. That is putting together cues from different sensory sources without reference to visual or other external landmark. These animals are able to estimate the position related to a known position and continuously while traveling on a path that is not necessarily straight. Here you can see that this is for example, this is the origin. This is the starting position of the animal. The animal want to reach this position. So the animal may be moving in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, and finally reaching this direction. But somehow they will have some GPS like technique in their body, and using that they always know in which direction they have to reach. So this is the straight line direction, but animal is the bird is moving in this way. Even though bird is moving in this way, they are always able to identify to which position they have to reach finally. So that kind of technology is known by the name path dead reckoning or path integration. And using this kind of techniques, animals are able to identify the position of the of it every time, and also travel in the correct direction. So these are some of the different methods used by animals for navigating from one place to another place. So this is regarding the navigation. Okay.